are live.
Hey, my
Thanks,
brothers.
thanks for being here, guys. And I know most of everybody that was usually following us on live streams are probably out, recovering today
Yeah.
or still drinking. Looking at you, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet your Bob was plastered, eh?
Oh yeah, no, Bob and Cowboy were out last night,
Oh,
so
really?
they're pretty torn up. So how are
Yeah.
you feeling, Dax?
Not bad. Better. It was good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Those edibles? Fuck.
yeah.
Not bad.
Oh,
Not
your last text to me is talking about how you lost feeling in your legs
bad. Yeah.
was pretty good.
Oh, it's wicked. Like, don't eat too many. I ate too many. I ate the whole pack. You're only supposed to eat two. So,
You can overdo it.
it was good, though.
Uh,
Slept really good. Wow. Feel great today.
yeah, well, that's good, buddy. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I'll start trying it. I know I haven't done anything in a long time, but
Yeah. Well, neither have I. This is like, I don't really do a lot of marijuana at all, but I thought guy gave me a pack of them, so I thought, oh, what the heck? Why not? Oh, your mic.
yeah. No, sorry, I was just answering somebody back because I'm getting essentially tweets and stuff because I don't have Twitter anymore. I'm
Oh,
getting tweets from other people that are pointing out what like attorneys are saying.
mm-hmm,
So, guys, if you haven't heard,
mm-hmm.
GoFundMe has decided to attempt to steal the $9 million that was donated to the truckers because now they are accepting the fact that certain groups are listing them as terrorists.
Yeah.
And apparently now they have proof of it or they've made up proof. So I've heard that the Nazi flag guy was used. The vandalizing was used. So they've essentially said this is no longer a fake news story from us now. It's a real one. They've accepted it anyway.
Wow.
So essentially GoFundMe is over.
So they
But
just ripped the truckers off $10 million.
yeah, over 9 million. They only paid out one. And at first they were going to essentially, and this is just a quick update since I made the stream headline there, they went from stating that they would donate the $9 million plus to charities or credible charities of their choice.
Of their choice, of course.
Yes. And guess who their choices would be? Remember, these are the guys that back BLM.
Any charity that Trudeau's joined with.
Or any leftist
Yeah.
group is joined with. So that became very unpopular and they got fucking swarmed.
Mm-hmm.
So they have done a retraction on that, and that's just in the last few minutes, where they are now going to put up an automatic refund to everyone that has donated.
Yeah.
However, there are most likely lots of people who made smaller donations that won't have the info, maybe will not care enough about it, but essentially they're still walking away and getting paid. Hopefully. Now that's all still up in the air, so until it's done, we won't believe a goddamn thing we hear.
No.
And thanks for being here, guys. JR, Island Hermit, DA Man, Post Bob,
Yeah.
Rebel, or sorry, River 20 piece.
River 20 piece.
I
Yeah.
sent you a link.
Sorry, hey Island Hermit, man. Thanks for getting Sandman on. Edis is there, man. That was a really enjoyable stream. Actually, it was pretty cool to see Sandman and TFM together. That was awesome, and that was all thanks to our brother Island Hermit. Set that up for Edis, so congrats to him. And yeah, it was a success.
Oh no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Who can you hook me up with?
Yeah. Yeah, Hermit.
What do you want, buddy? You want some nudes or something? I could send you some nudes.
Yeah. What's your GoFundMe?
Yeah.
we'll
I have OnlyFans.
Yeah, we'll add to it.
No, I do. I actually have an OnlyFans.
No way.
Yeah, I made an account.
Oh my god.
But I don't actually have anything on there. I just made an account because I was curious one day what it was.
Oh really?
So this was a long fucking time ago. I've never been on there.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh well, maybe there's something like it's like a Skillshare or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I learned real quick it wasn't like a Skillshare.
Yeah, no.
No. It's like, who are all these naked women? Or half naked or walking around in bikinis.
Yeah.
Who are they? What is this? And then I learned. But yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all good.
Phone's
So
going off. Hold on.
here,
Hold on, I'll get rid of it.
I'll just mute your mic for now. So yeah, the big question here, guys, nothing has been finalized yet. Oh, he's back. So nothing's been finalized yet. What do you think the chances are that groups like BLM or fucking Antifa or the pro-feminist groups would be the first ones on their list?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we've seen them do this shit before. We've seen them take down like Kyle's page, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
All because of the political leaning and how the leftists were against him, trying to call him a murderer and shit. And this is the society we've built so far, so it's going great. But yeah, no, I expect them to still take what they get and either pocket it, what people don't reclaim, or pass it off to like somebody like BLM and shit, because they've done it before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm just afraid what it's going to do to this, movement, this trucker movement. With no money, with all that money being taken away, I think it might end it pretty quick.
No, that's not the case, because I mean, even from the start, they had an email address that you could e-transfer donations to. And right now, or just yesterday, a church charity group opened up a page for them, which is essentially like a GoFundMe, but I guess more off the scales, not so mainstream.
Yeah.
And in one day, they took in over $1 million.
Okay, that's cool.
So
yeah, because the only way they could really hide from it is get money sent to a personal bank account, somebody's personal bank account.
Yeah, and the church has essentially taken up their web page for donations. They've apparently got it listed. Now, I haven't found this page, but if you guys have made donations through GoFundMe, go reclaim them.
Yeah, reclaim it.
Go reclaim them and never use them again.
Yeah.
This is the end of GoFundMe.
Yeah.
They can go fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, and PayPal's no good either, so yeah.
No, PayPal's just as bad. I mean, they were sued last year for the same shit.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of the guys that are in the community use the PayPal thing for people donating to them. I'd recommend, honestly, guys, if you can set up a different email for your direct e-transfer, is to use something like that. And that's why I wanted to use it, is because there was no organization in between us that could say, fuck you, we're taking it, right? And they didn't have to get a share of it. 100% of what I would take in would go to the guys we'd help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I got pretty spun up this morning, so
I didn't. Thank God I didn't see that. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I was gonna send it to you, but I was driving and I was pretty spun up.
Yeah. Wow.
But no,
get the money back.
Yeah, if you can get your money back, that's fine and dandy. But like I said, they're still gonna walk away with a lot of money that people won't go reclaim, because I believe it costs like $15 to reclaim it. So if you've only put in 10, why would you spend another 15?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
So they're just a scam.
Yeah, they're a complete fucking scam. And they've picked a side. A guy was ran over today or yesterday evening in a hit and run.
Yeah.
And how much do you want to bet that they will try to pin that on the actual protesters themselves? Oh, a protester drove through the pedestrians and ran them over.
Oh, they'll pin it on it. They'll pin it on all the loud horns.
Well, I mean, like I said, if GoFundMe is willing to accept the fact that they're now listed as a terrorist fucking group or some shit like that, they picked a side, right?
I'm surprised the lawyers didn't get it out, though, because there was lawyers all over that.
Well, and they are on it,
but it's because
it's going to take time. I mean, to get them in court, it's going to take a while. But at the same time, the lawyers would be fine with them giving back the money
Hmm.
to the people that donate it, and you know what? I'm fine with that too.
Hmm.
But I don't think it should cost you $15 to get back 10 if that's all you
No,
donated.
no,
And they've set it that high because they know
you're not.
most people can only donate so much.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So they either get the $15 for you to get back 10 or they get the $10 you donated originally.
Hmm. So basically, it's now officially a racist, communist,
Terrorist group.
terrorist protest, is what they're saying.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
With no
And
violence. With no violence at all.
well, no, like I said, they'll try to spin the
You
most
know.
likely the hit and run on them.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, no arrests, no violence. Everybody's picking up their garbage. Hey, Rev, how's it going, man?
Brother Reverend.
Going pretty good. How about for you guys?
Good, man.
Oh, I'm spun up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, I found that out about 3 hours ago and started getting like all the updates, and fuck, my heart is just pounding out of my chest. I could just like go right through the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am spun the fuck up.
Yeah. You mean updates from Ottawa?
Well, the updates from GoFundMe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right?
They took the money.
Yeah, well, they tried to take the money and donate it to their fucking, pro-leftist groups.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, like I said, from the time I made the banner to when I actually got online, so many people jumped on their Twitter feed and down their emails fucking list throats
Mm-hmm.
that they switched it to just putting up an automatic refund to all the donators, but it costs $15 to get your refund. So if you only donated 10 or you forget the information or you didn't keep it, are you going to give them 15 to take back 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're basically fucking them over.
Yeah, and a lot of people made small donations, right? I mean, I donated straight through the email because the e-transfer was the most reliable thing. I don't trust GoFundMe or PayPal because we've seen them turn on people, right? Especially from the one side.
Is that email still up to donate to?
I believe so.
Okay.
But the page itself that they had up on Facebook, or I believe it was linked through Facebook and Instagram, they took it down. Like Facebook took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they've taken down now like 20 something pages that were supporting the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
And they've just struck them down.
Mm-hmm.
So they're constantly remaking new ones.
Wow.
So
those damn racist truckers,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Racist truckers.
Racist terrorists. Now, Justin Trudeau has apparently made a statement that he will not call in the military.
Okay. Ooh.
I was actually thinking, I call bullshit for one, and for two, I hope you do.
Yeah. No, they're just gonna wait him out. They'll just wait him out. They, hurt him with some money here, hurt him a bit. Now they'll just wait him out. Trudeau will stay in hiding for the next 3-4 weeks, I'm sure, and they'll just wait him out.
Well, they have made a statement that they'll stay there until May.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And as long as we can reallocate the funds to them that were donated, I hope they do stay there. I hope they stay there for the next fucking 7 months. I hope they never leave. If it takes.
They could have if they would have kept the 10 million.
Well, that's just it. I mean, this was going to essentially, help the guys pay for the fuel and the fact that they weren't working and stuff to pay for their supplies to be there. Right? Now they're having troubles because, at the border, you mentioned one Fast Act that they were blocking them from going to town to get fuel, so they had to carry it in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I believe it was either this morning or yesterday morning, there was like 3,000 horseback riders that showed up.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, dude, it was massive. Just fucking like a huge group of fucking horseback riders showed up, and the police tried to stop them, but I mean, what are they gonna do?
Not much.
Right. What are you gonna do? Well, they can block the road with horses all they want.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well, a bunch of farmers showed up there too with all their tractors and
Absolutely.
blew across the police brigades. Like the the roads the police had blocked, the tractors just went through the ditch.
Yeah, it looked from what I could tell. There's this guy. His channel is called Ottawa Walks, like Ottawa with walks. I watched some of his stuff today. It looks like it's going as strong as it has been, as ever. So
it definitely is.
Absolutely.
Definitely, like I was saying the other day, it's an inspiration for me, to see it from here down here in Arkansas. Just it kind of a morale boost. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we all kind of got a morale boost around here, big time. So
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I can see it. As I stated, I can see it fizzling out.
Yeah.
But the longer they leave it up, the stronger it'll be, and the more people that won't back down even after bullets start flying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Canadian willpower isn't very strong, but I am somewhat surprised that it's still going on. I thought it was just going to be a weekend thing and that was it. But no, I'm pleasantly surprised that they're keeping the pressure up.
Well, I mean, you would expect that in this soft society that we've made, right?
I'm surprised too, kind of.
The live stream I had last night pointed out essentially, and if you watched Howard's stuff, it pointed out the hypocrisy behind how we've allowed them to soften up the population for essentially, at the end of the day, 100% compliance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your will won't last longer than ours type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Billy the Goat is in
Billy
the chat.
the Goat is here. Fabian's
Welcome,
here.
Sir.
Fabian just got here. Yeah, Fabian Ferrer's here. Billy the Goat just got here.
Sorry, guys. I'm terrible at watching the chat. And yes, we definitely will be showing Ribby some love tonight when he goes online.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he puts out some good stuff.
He does. And I'm glad he's pulling ahead like the other guys in the war band.
Mm-hmm.
So I support them all the way.
Yeah.
Can't say as old as I am that I relate to a lot of it, but I get it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I still have to pull out the Urban Dictionary once in a while and look up what they say.
Mm-hmm. All those
translator.
All the Zoomer words.
Yeah. They got that young guy energy, But
yeah. That's okay.
Sort of like what cocaine used to do.
Yeah.
It made you real young, real quick.
Yeah. Those were the days, that would get rid of my drunkenness real quick. But
yeah, it does. Yeah.
I found a combination of half a hit of acid and a little bit of a bump was perfect.
No.
Party all night, baby. Let's go. I don't recommend that though. No drug use.
Yeah.
No.
But if you gotta.
Yeah. Hey, Rev, I decided to eat a whole pack of edibles last night. So.
Oh, really?
Night.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you go live after that?
No, I texted him and told him I was going live. And he was like, I'm way too fucking baked to go live, man. I can barely feel my legs.
How they sell those up there? Just like at dispensaries, or can you get them at like a liquor store or something, or what?
Yeah, dispensaries, the weed shops. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can make your own.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah, you can always make your own. You can buy the equipment to do the res press. You can buy the lab equipment to do the distillery, but it's quite expensive.
I don't think I'd go that far.
No. Like, I considered doing it. Just because I know my way around the lab, so
yeah,
but
it might be like a business idea, like MGTOW edibles or something like that.
Yeah. Hey guys, with your donation of $5, I'll send you an edible.
Yeah.
Don't eat more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the low milligrams that they have on these edibles here is mostly. Because they don't want somebody to fucking like go completely overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys familiar with Joey Diaz, the comedian?
Joey Diaz. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a like Cuban heritage comedian. I like his stuff because he's not politically correct. He just says, calls it like it is. But he's real big into edibles and talks about he like fucks with people and will dose them and give them like these 100-gram edibles and they don't even know what they're eating and then they're just wasted, fucked up. So whenever I don't get them all the time, plus I get drug tested regularly, so I got to kind of watch it. But when I've taken some recently, like my mom, when I was in St. Louis recently, my mom actually picked some up for me. So she's got a card, but and I took a really small dose just to help me sleep. I got a lot of sleep problems, insomnia and shit. And like a 4 or 5 milligram one, those seem to work pretty good for me. Yeah. But if I take like 8 or 10, I lose the sleep effect. It just kind of wakes me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brother Shinobi's in the chat. We'll say hello to him.
Hey, Shinobi. Yeah, these ones were 125 milligrams.
Oh shit!
And you ate 2 bags?
No, just one.
Oh Jesus! And it's
that
like
was
5
enough.
in a bag.
The 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I won't do that. I won't do that again.
No. I remember the last time I took 180 milligram chocolate bar. It was the little the cube.
Yeah.
I was like, well, fuck. I'm 20 minutes into this and I feel nothing.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
So I made the mistake of eating a half of another one, and it all kicked in at once, man. I was so fucked. I couldn't close my eyes because I figured I would like die in my sleep.
Definitely. Gruda Ghost is in the chat.
Hey brother Ghost, I sent you a link.
So
Ghost Shinobi-wan, what's up?
Yeah. So no, like I said, I mean, I still, when it comes to the GoFundMe thing, I believe we should all be fucking done with them after this whole episode.
Yeah.
And I know they're gonna walk away with millions. And I want to give a shout out to Jeremy from the Quartering. I know a lot of the guys in the MGTOW community don't like him and whatnot, but at least him and Tim Pool are covering this shit from essentially our standpoints. Yeah. So I got to give them credit where credit is due.
Yep.
So big thanks to them for, putting it out on the US side. And I know they have big audiences, but the fact that, they were willing to try to give this money to their side of the aisle's fucking support groups like BLM and shit, man, that spun me up so fucking bad. And yet we still can't list them as a terrorist organization. How many billions of dollars did they do in damage?
Or did they steal?
Or that they stole? I mean, what was the total number? Like 1.8 billion?
Something like that. It's crazy.
Burnt down city blocks, killed over 30 fucking people, but the truckers are terrorists because they're getting ran over in the fucking street. And like I said, by tomorrow evening, they'll have a story made up that the person that ran over the actual supporter was one of the supporters. You know what I mean? Without a doubt, they'll spin that, and that fucking propaganda is coming. If this doesn't wake up society, nothing fucking will. And I mean, BLM's fucking shit should have woke up society, right? Those guys took in more money in their one summer from donations than fucking Amazon made it.
Yeah,
a whole year, right? And
that's
like
crazy.
Yeah, and where did that money go? Nobody asked a question. All of a sudden, the people who were the organization's fucking creators and stuff were all out fucking buying mansions. Well, 1 + 1 still equals 2, right? There's where your money went. You think that ever clicks into the idea of leftist people that have been supporting this shit and just completely brainwashed? No, not for a second. No, truckers are terrorists.
Apparently.
Yeah. It's and some of that footage I was watching earlier on Ottawalk's channel. It looked like they had like a counter trucker protest from some of the news articles I was reading. Like, I guess some of the citizens in Ottawa are getting fed up and pissed with like the traffic and shit and noise.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, well, I mean, they stop honking at 10, which is the noise cutoff.
Yeah.
And you're in a fucking city.
Yeah.
When does the noise actually stop in a city? I lived, well, I didn't live there, but I stayed in Edmonton City for a while, right in the heart. I mean, sirens, fucking horns, crashes, people yelling. That's all I heard all night long.
Yeah. Here in Edmonton or Ottawa?
In Edmonton.
Oh,
I was down by what's the street that you can take the bridge across the river?
95th.
Yeah, it also has a name, right? Like Whitegate or something like that.
High Level, James McDonald. I forget, man. I'd have to look.
But anyway, it wasn't far from there. Like I could look out the window and see the bridge just kind of like down below me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean the horns never stopped. Sirens never stopped. The city doesn't sleep, right?
Yeah.
And they're we've seen people posting stuff. Oh, I haven't slept in 5 days. Why not? They stop honking at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just some more new. A little bit of that's probably news media spin, because if you look at the videos I'm watching, it looks like it's like at least 10-1 pro trucker versus the counter protesters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that counter protester demonstration that looked like it was right across from City Hall. It was maybe like, I don't know, 200 or 300 people at the most. And they I don't know, their message was all, it was just, I don't know, it didn't look very strong to me.
No, well, most of it isn't. Even though they've now, like I said, they want to bring in military, right? They want to see that happen, because that's why they're trying so hard. No matter what Justin Trudeau is saying to you, the next step is to bring in military. Excuse me. He might have come out yesterday and said, "Oh, we're not going to get the military involved," but then why did your organization get a police chief to come on and say that it's out of the police's hands,
Mm-hmm.
like it's out of their control?
He did,
even though there's nothing happening.
Well, there isn't. There's no crime. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the articles, like I said, I haven't had time to go through all this stuff yet today, but it says Ottawa. This is from Reuters. It's published this morning. It says Ottawa police vow crackdown on dangerous trucker protests praised by Trump.
Oh.
Oh fuck.
There's a bunch of shit like that. Like,
yeah,
is not.
But Trump did come on and said good for us, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's awesome. I was honored.
Yeah. I mean, I never said Trump was perfect. He's a fuck of a lot better than what we have now.
Oh,
on
yeah.
both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, and that's the thing, kind of like what Chris, like you were saying earlier about Tim Pool and what was the other guy's name, Gregory?
No, Jeremy from the
quartering.
Jeremy, yeah, we're not gonna see eye to eye on every single issue, but you got to realize when people are in your corner, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like I've had disagreements with MGTOW monks before, not that just because. I pretty much live the MGTOW monk lifestyle. It's just I don't rule out if I'm in some sort of situation that I'm just gonna always say no to pussy. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of a different story, I guess. But I'm just saying, most of the guys that are involved in MGTOW and Red Pill, on the big picture ideas, I think we we're on the same team, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That's actually awesome. If you're looking anywhere in MGTOW or Red Pill, like all our, our beliefs and thoughts and feelings are just about the same throughout this whole community, with a lot of different issues, and it's just kind of amazing to see that.
Yeah, I mean, sorry,
that was my sorry, Chris, to cut you off, but that was my point. Like, kind of what Chris was saying about Trump. I'm not a Trump fanboy. I did vote for him in 2020, but I just in 2016 I thought he was just a joke. But I don't consider myself just this hardcore Trump supporter. But big picture, he's the guy that's on our team. You know what I mean? On our side. So
absolutely. And I mean, when I was first in the United States, when I was there when he got essentially when they started the campaign and started running. I mean, I believed all the leftist media at the time because it didn't seem too outrageous, right?
Mm.
It was only after he got in and I started looking at these other media sources, you know, that I was like, holy fuck, yeah, they've taken this completely out of context and spun it a different way. Well, then I started looking harder into the rest of what they said. Turns out everything they were saying was a fucking made up lie,
Mm.
or, you know, quick clip cuts, and they missed everything else, you know? Like, yeah, you're taking this completely out of context and you're pushing it as a fact when it's not. Well, it didn't take me long to fucking go from you know, a liberal to essentially a Republican, you know? And then I started seeing it everywhere. All you have to do is pull up the original footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like that. I mean, I know it's kind of what do you call it? It's somewhat of a meme type thing within the red pill community. But that movie We Live, it really is like, you know, taking that red pill is like putting those fucking glasses on. You see the truth, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So once
Yeah,
you
and
see
I
it,
mean,
you can't go back.
what you were stating there about us being able to sit on different sides of the fence on things, but still coming together. Me and Howard had a long discussion about that last night. Hopefully he'll pop on too. But yeah, we stated, look, we can have differences of opinions. You know, I'm not a monk. One fast act is. You might not be. You know, you might want to go out and slay pussy. You might want to be a PUA style. That doesn't mean we can't come together and agree that yes, fundamentally through the base of everything, we are all kind of on the same page. But in the book of Red Pill, we take what we want and what works for us. And if we want to change shit out later, we can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we haven't
Yeah.
picked a side. We're not on sides. We
No.
don't have a side. There's just the philosophy, and that's it. How you want to go personally is up to you. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean we can't all agree on being here together. But see, that's something like our politicians changed on that. You know, they used to be that way. They used to be that way. They used to, you know, say, well, we can disagree on certain things or how they're supposed to be done, but we still meet in the middle and realize we're here for the same reasons, right? We want what's best for our countries, our people, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Now we're here.
Not anymore.
No, we're here for different reasons now.
Yeah, it's sides. You pick a side and you divide people, right? The division that they have put between us, between the sexes, the races, the fucking trans, the fucking if you got mental disabilities, if you're 6 feet tall, if you're under 6 feet tall, you know, there's just divides everywhere.
Yeah.
And it makes us so easy to eliminate or wipe off the board.
Yeah, it makes us easy to pick off.
Yeah, because
And
I
that's what
mean,
they're doing. They're picking us off.
and that's why they fear this trucker thing or this
Mhm.
COVID mandate thing. People all over the world are coming together, not
Yeah.
just in a city or in a country. It's all over the fucking world. And now they're shitting bricks because they are trying to do everything to discredit us, divide us, and we're still coming together.
Mm-hmm.
And that they have to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and with GoFundMe fucking turning their backs and saying, well, we're going to fucking pick the side of propaganda and bullshit, you know, okay, we're done with you. You're a traitor, just like our politicians, just like our fucking media. You're a traitor. Go fucking live your life as a traitor. Go back to your master because we're not going to support you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Find alternatives.
Yeah, well, to that point too, it's, you know, even YouTube, you know, how they've fucked our community up, you know, and tried to silence just about anybody that speaks the truth in the red pill lane. And you know, SCE Successful, he had a really good point. It was on one of Hammerhand's community posts, you know, talking about trying to get more people to go over to Odyssey. And I do think it's something. I have an Odyssey account, but I honestly don't post shit there regularly. So it's something I need to work on too, is branching out a little bit more to alternate platforms and, you know, expanding the my reach a little bit. But also, that said though, YouTube is the main site right now. So it's still good to have a presence on YouTube, you know, to try and get the message out.
But you've noticed that even people Like even ourselves, like, okay, look how Terrence Popp and them are doing things now. Look how Rebel News is doing things. They'll start their process on YouTube and then cut it out because they don't want to fucking sugarcoat or say anything that'll get them banned now.
Yeah.
Because if you spoke the wrong truth, right? And I could probably prove it here real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can prove it here real quick with a couple fucking words that this account will most likely either get at least a flag or get shut down completely.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't have that many subs, but because I'm saying it, it's flagged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they switch to other platforms. Now, personally, I'd like to see Rumble grow, and I think it's really going to grow because of where they kicked off one of the founders or the main investors of Rumble, and he was a big right-wing political style person. I can't even remember his name now. The Latino guy.
I forget.
Can't remember his name. But
on Rumble?
Yeah, well, he's one of the founders of Rumble. But they just kicked him off YouTube. Like, just banned him completely.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, SCE talked to, like, the main guy at Odyssey. Had a conversation with him.
Yeah, but Odyssey's platform is a lot like how MGTOW TV's platform is, and BitChute. I mean, it's not that I don't like the fact that they have these free speech platforms, but their design is like cookie cutter.
Yeah.
And it's not as user friendly as like YouTube is. Or and Rumble, I thought did really well.
You want to see something absolutely funny, man? When Rev mentioned successful endeavors, look who left a comment on one of my videos right when you said that.
They're just stalking you.
Yeah.
That's weird. Eh? That's the second time that's happened. I'll invite him over here right now. See what he's doing here.
Well, no, like it's insane, man. Like the fact that, you know, YouTube started off as a great thing when they had competitors, right? When they had what was it? Netstar or Netscape? Napster, there you go. Napster. I mean, they were both competing for the exact same people, right? Yeah. We had Napster and we had what was the other one? It was like Facebook. MySpace. There you go. Those sites are dead, right? They're dead. YouTube killed it because they started paying content creators, right, for allowing them to have ads and stuff and everything like that. And once their competition was dead, they cut all that off. Yeah. Right. And then they came with the adpocalypse, you know, other things where now every day it's a new fucking gamble. Actually, a video you made last year can go against the rules and regulations they made this week, and it's flagged. Or you're suspended. Like, where the fuck does that make sense? You know what I mean?
It's hypocritical bullshit. I mean,
it is.
I agree with what like Polska Bob's saying and a lot of other guys that I don't know how long it's going to take or when it's going to happen, but YouTube probably is going to go down the lane of MySpace, and there's going to be some other platform. I don't know which one it's going to be, but somebody's going to knock YouTube off its perch at some point.
Yeah, well, I think Rumble's definitely in the high lead for it. And I mean, GoFundMe is going the way of the dinosaur as well. So will PayPal. Despite how old they are, they'll be gone too because they chose a side and then they started fucking around. You know?
Yeah, and that's what is so fucking crazy is why one thing I just don't understand is why do they, if you believe the mainstream media, you know, 50% in general, 50% of people are left leaning and 50% are right leaning, so to speak. I'm just throwing out arbitrary numbers, but why would they want to alienate 50% of their audience by you know, going down this political road? You know, either way, you know,
well, that's just it.
That part.
Like, what are they doing to incentivize these groups to alienate essentially half the customer bases, right? I mean, we've seen YouTube's you know, actual members count drop crazy. We've seen it happen with Twitter. Twitter just fucking shot themselves in the foot, And then Getter came out and they were like, hey, we're Twitter Lite, right?
Mm-hmm.
They started getting millions of subscribers, and then they were like, oh, never mind, we're just like Twitter. Done.
Yeah.
Over. You're gone now. Now there's, I believe it's Minds and Grinder, or maybe that's a gay porn site. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't want to know, but you know, there are other platforms out there that are actually open and free speech platforms, right?
Yeah.
So if Rumble destroys YouTube, which I kind of hope it does, if Susan's not listening, I kind of hope it does.
Yeah. I mean,
Because-
I know we're joking, but that using like really obscure websites or apps like Grindr to put messages out, that is one way to do stuff too. There was like people were putting out like actual serious content on Pornhub at one point, that was not porn. It was just like, like red village type stuff.
Wow.
Is that how we got to do it, covertly on basically platforms where it's like, it's basically all porn or something ridiculous like that? Like, hey, right here next to tentacle porn is, right-wing fucking right-wing media, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just, it's covert. It's just one other way to do it. I don't think it's the best way to do it, but it's an option.
No, it is an option. I mean, like I said, right now, if we can, because PayPal showed its colors before, and GoFundMe showed its colors before with Kyle Rittenhouse, right? But yet backing BLM. Now they have really showed their colors, because this one is so worldwide, and it's right. It's not a propaganda fucking thing or a big fucking lie like how racism is everywhere. I can't walk out my door without being racist, shit like that. Because it's true, they have to do whatever they can to fucking shut it down. But GoFundMe has really shown their true colors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, completely. And it's ridiculous that they have the power to basically steal people's money. Like we're going to donate to this cause, but all of a sudden GoFundMe doesn't like the cause. So fuck you. We're going to keep your money or donate it to somebody else. And there's got to be a lawsuit in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. There is a class action lawsuit that's been filed against GoFundMe already. I want to say shout out to Brandon Trueblood and Chrome Dome for coming. But yeah, like they've already filed a class action lawsuit. It's just like, that's going to take months. It's going to take months. But at the same time, like you said, people have donated their money. They've set it up so that if you only donated so much, you only get, you have to spend more to get it back. Right? Which the $15 that you spend goes into their bank account. Right?
Yeah.
That's fucked. Now, whether or not they're going to waive that because of the fact that everybody's jumping down their throat, maybe. Who knows? They could flip tomorrow and say we're going to give it all to Justin Trudeau for the fucking, cleanup of the goddamn city and to remove these terrorists. Right? Like, you just don't know. But they have shown their fucking belly. They flip for those goddamn leftist propaganda nuts who are looking to keep a fucking heel on our throat.
Yeah.
And they have shown their colors. YouTube did it. They're on their way out. Like you stated, as soon as somebody comes up with a better platform, they're gone, which I think Rumble's as close as it gets. We've seen fucking Twitter get it. Fuck, I can't even remember how many companies have done this, but it's like who was it the other day Jeremy covered? Wasn't Sorel? No, they're gone. But it was a clothing company. Was it Mark's Work Warehouse? It was a clothing company anyway, for like, workers and stuff, right? Welders buy all their gear. Carhartt. There you go.
Oh, Carhartt?
Yeah, Carhartt was like, we're all for the pro-vaccine and you should take it or you're a domestic terrorist, blah, blah, blah. You're done. See you later. What happened? Stock started to go straight through the fucking ground. Literally same day. Whoop, right to the fucking ground.
Mm-hmm.
But they picked a side. They're done. You alienated us. You're done. We don't buy Carhartt no more.
Nope.
Well, you know, Nike pulled that shit a couple years back too, and I that's just what I don't know. It's got to be something just with our modern times and just politics, and I just get tired of fucking politics being involved in everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what you know what I'm saying? I just wish we could have our political opinions, but why does a company have to take a side? You know, why can't they just fucking, like Michael Jordan said, Republicans buy sneakers too, you know? So
yeah,
there's no point. It did not benefit Michael Jordan to take a political stance on any issue, you know? So,
well,
I don't know.
Kraft
That was the
took a
90s,
side.
man. The fucking good old days, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Pratt, who was an actor in Hollywood, came out and stated, I don't believe an actor should have anything to do with politics. What the fuck do we know about politics? We're actors, right? He was completely demonized for it. What's her name from the fucking oh god. Jesus, the Disney chick. Sorry guys. My
Disney
brain's
princess?
going blank. No.
You got me, man.
Carano? Is her last name Carano? She was on The Mandalorian?
Gina, the Mandalorian chick. Yeah.
Yeah. A very, very neutral statement. Because she was an actress and in Hollywood, and she didn't float the fucking leftist propaganda. They now want to put her in jail, in actual fucking prison, for her statement that was very neutral. Yet Whoopi Goldberg can go on fucking live air, say Nazis wasn't about racism and they were just killing white people, so we shouldn't have a problem with it. Oh, I got a 2-week suspension. I'm going to double down. You're wrong for suspending me. This is cancel culture. Oh, by the way, Joe Rogan, let's cancel him.
Yeah.
Well, you know, even though that was not a very well thought out statement that Whoopi Goldberg made, I don't agree with the cancel culture thing, even with her. You know, I mean, she should still have a fucking right to say what she wants to say. You know, and
but that's just it, Riv. She does.
Yeah.
She does. We don't. Gina Carano doesn't.
They kicked her off TV for 2 weeks, I guess.
2 weeks. Gina Carano, I don't even remember if she's worked in it since the fucking episode where they went after her for a very neutral tweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's worked since.
But
Disney fired her right away.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess what I mean, my main point though, and it's nothing, this is not groundbreaking shit, but it just goes back to what you were talking about earlier, that because the hardcore, hard left people that are in charge are so fucking out of control, they can't take criticism or anything that you disagree with. It's instant. We're going to cancel you. You're out of here. That's just, it's very sad that freedom of speech, whichever political side that you're on, is just dead these days, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, I think we could all agree that all we want is to be able to have our say. We want the freedom to be able to make these choices. Successful endeavor. Hello,
there
sir.
He is.
Brother Riggs. But yeah, all we wanted was the freedom to make our own mistakes and make our own decisions. Right now, we live in a culture where we're not allowed to fucking do that if you're on one side of the aisle. That's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? We live in a dictatorship. Nobody can deny this. We cannot look at the facts and say, this is what we're not living in. You don't live in a land of the free. You live in a land of the censored, the oppressed, and the fucking downtrodden. And blinded to the fucking truth.
Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel, Chris.
Well, like I said, I'm getting spun up again, maybe.
That's okay.
Well, yeah, like, fuck, man. It's nuts. And I love freedom. I love the ability to be free, to be able to be here right now, to say what I want to say. But that doesn't mean Susan's going to let this fucking slide.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I were to say kill all men, the
Oh,
future
you
is,
better,
let's
oh,
kill
yeah.
them all.
Chris Wrench
That's
up,
fine.
Chris Wrench SCE up.
Oh, wrenches. Add moderator. There you go. Successful. Now
Yeah,
you
it's,
can go shill for me. Shill.
But yeah, and not just kill all men, castrate them first and then kill them. So.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. You can go on YouTube right now, find that crazy Australian bitch who was the first one to fucking say kill all men, and it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to say kill all women or fucking we should neuter them all. Oh, there you go. We're canceled. We're canceled.
You're done.
There goes the channel.
There goes the channel.
Yeah.
I'll be back next week, maybe.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like Undead Chronic and be Chris Mitchell 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All the way up to 15. He's on 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, everything's that way now. Clothing stores, actors, fucking donation, fucking fundraising, fucking sites, stores, fucking websites. Everything is fucking picking a side to divide everyone up, right? Like Christ, oh, I can't remember what the clip was that Good Mother was playing the other night with a gentleman in the chat when I finally got a moment to catch one of her live streams. But the fucking shit that was being said there from these black Marxists,
oh yeah, I remember
was
that.
insane.
I tuned in.
Yeah, it was fucking insane. Like,
was she doing an interview or?
Well, she had a gentleman on. He seemed to be kind of like a regular guy, and he was playing a clip from a video that he picked up. And this was an interview with a gay leftist person, obviously, and a black leftist person. And they were talking about how it's easier for white people to date because of racism. What?
They haven't watched our videos.
Fucked. Yeah, like the shit she was saying was straight out of insanity. And they believe it. Like they weren't told or paid to say this. They believe it. You know what I mean? I don't date black girls because I'm not into black girls. Now, I'm sure there's a few out there that would change my mind, right? But they're limited. There's a few white girls out there that'll change my mind, no problem either. You know
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In general, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they've literally I'm sure you guys have all heard of Anita Sarkeesian. She's like the 100% absolutely fucking insane pro-racist, pro-sexist, fucking everything. Like she's the one who said everything is racist, everything is sexist, and you need to point it all out. Basically, she made a job for herself, right? And bankrupt her company. But this is how this woman was talking. You know what I mean? Anything like fuck, oh, the way you turn on a lamp tomorrow will be racist or sexist or a part of the patriarchy. Like, where does the insanity stop? There's just no limit anymore. And these people have fucking huge platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Sorry, I spun up and I'm ranting. Someone step in and save me. Oh, but it's insane, man.
Crazy ass times, you know.
It is. We live in crazy times, man, where lies and propaganda can be pushed so easily, and the media, the mainstream media, just runs with it, and nobody can look outside their door and see the fucking truth. You know, I can't put 1 and 1 together to come up with 2 unless CNN tells me, or my fucking college professor tells me.
There's, you know, there are some of us out here who can see it, but you know, we're definitely in the minority. I think probably one of the best things that I ever did, at least to help start change my mind, because I, like you, Chris, like you're saying earlier, I used to be a leftist. You know, I was on that political spectrum, but I was fucking brainwashed, you know, by the mainstream shit. And probably the best thing I did was I canceled my cable, but I just got tired of paying the fucking bill. It wasn't worth it. Half the programming on there was bullshit. You know, stupid ass reality shows and shit like that. And I canceled cable and got away from watching regular type TV shows and mainstream stuff, and that did a wonder for me to set me on this, started me out kind of on this red pill path in a way.
Oh yeah, cutting yourself off from the mainstream, like basically the same thing happened to me. I mean, we used to have cable and stuff, you know, where I lived in the States, and I came back 5 years later, turned on the fucking TV here in Canada to watch local programs, and they were the same reruns from 10 years ago that was playing 5 years ago. Or there was some fucking new Desperate Housewives bullshit, or the fucking Bachelorette. Like, why would you pay for that? You pay for them to pump you full of fucking ads in the end.
Yeah
Right.
Well, that was another thing too that drove me fucking nuts, is like half these modern TV shows, to include sports, is fucking commercials. Just, that shit gets on my nerves. Like, I got the ad blockers and shit for when I'm on watching YouTube, so I can avoid most of that shit.
It's just amazing, especially around my neighborhood. Like, everybody's kind of older, right? Retired, older. Lots are seniors. And if you watch their behaviors, you know, like after watching mainstream media, it's just sad. Like, they're so stressed out, they're so wound up, they're starting to, you know, have health issues because of it. You know, all because they're watching this crap. And of course, I go to their places and visit them, and I try to push, like, you know, watch other stuff, you know, like, you know, turn it off. You need to turn it off. Like, it's gonna end up killing you, you know. Like, if you decode media, right? Media, right? It's killer.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, like, right now, we can have firsthand accounts come out online or be, you know, even put out on one media broadcasting network. And the rest that haven't been there, made up most of the shit they're talking about, can spin a completely different story. Even though you had the literal fucking eyewitness telling you what happened play by play, they will make up their own fucking story, and it never gets fucking questioned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said, with the trucker thing about the one protester getting run over, I have no doubt whatsoever that CBC will have an episode out tonight stating that a violent terrorist protester ran over an innocent civilian. No doubt.
Yeah. So, hey, Successful Endeavors says something really cool here. He says, if your voices didn't have power, they wouldn't be so desperate to silence you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They silence everyone that they are afraid because they are actually putting out a fucking truth. And it goes against their narrative. We've all seen it in the States, right, Rev?
Yeah. And last time I was on, very briefly, Dak was asking me about, like, the I guess the COVID restrictions in the United States, and it does vary per state, you know, so it's not really a like Arkansas is pretty free compared to a lot of other states, but it's just gonna vary, you know. But we've seen our bullshit here, but thankfully it wasn't as bad as it still is in California and some other more liberal leaning areas of the country.
Yeah. And I mean, we've allowed it to get this way. If you caught the stream last night, that's basically what it was about. And like I said, if I could have played fucking Howard stuff and Ava's, it would have been great. But for some reason, I have fucked up things. By the way, Dak, you got to help me unfuck this.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I can't get volume to come through when I should do a screen share. But, you know, those were two great short videos that pointed out the hypocrisy and the manipulation of what is actually going on and how we have gotten to where we are. You know what I mean? It's a big fuck you. Here's the proof on how you signed up for your own fucking enslavement. You know, Best way to keep control of people is to have them enslave themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done. We've allowed it to happen. But of course, when you silence the strong side, right? You've taken away the men who could have stood up and said something with authority, or, could have at least voted with their wallets at the time. We've silenced them. We only want to hear the side that's pushing our narrative. Thank you, daddy government. Thank you, husband government. Shit like that.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, the enslavement, there's different levels to it. A lot of people I know that are, without getting too far off track with preaching from the mountaintop on whether you should get the COVID vaccine or not. A lot of people here that I personally know that got it, that didn't want to get it but got it, was to keep their job, their paycheck and that type of stuff. So I don't know. It's a choice.
Carrot in front of the fucking horse, buddy. Carrot on the stick.
Yep.
You want to get your carrot, walk forward.
Yeah.
Take this fucking jab.
Yeah, and that was wrong in the beginning. Job or a jab. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna remove all your fucking rights and civil liberties and your ability to survive if you don't take what we got. And I don't want you to say that you're being forced either, because we're not.
But now they're going back on it now, though. They're going back on it now.
And that's the power of the people. This should demonstrate the power of civilians.
Well, no, it was proven that it doesn't work.
Oh, and that it was proven. But we've been proving that since day one.
Yeah.
That's been proven since day fucking one. I mean, 6 months into this, we all knew that something wasn't adding up.
No, definitely.
And when you've got all these financial incentives put out to everybody, well, every COVID case you have, this hospital will get fucking, $30,000 to $100,000.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm running a hospital, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make me some bank here, bitches, because I need a new Ferrari.
Yeah.
Everybody's got COVID. Sign them all up.
Yeah.
Get the ventilators out.
No, I always remember at the beginning of this thing 2 years ago when all the ventilators came out and all the refrigerated trucks started parking in front of hospitals for all the bodies. And people were going into hospitals with their own cameras and they were vacant. There was nobody.
Yeah.
Kind of, made you think right there. But, so many people fell for it, right? So, but now, what? Now there's hope because a bunch of them are regretting it. I know in my neighborhood, a bunch of, like I say, older people that I live around, seniors, they're regretting it because one of just the other day after her third shot, she came home and she was paralyzed. Half her body was paralyzed. My other neighbor, his wrists are totally gone. My other neighbor's complaining he can't even walk. His feet are so sore and just, complaints everywhere and regret. They're actually they're regretting taking what they took.
And as I stated last night, when you look into that fucking immunity that politicians have given themselves, so that basically, if you killed 100,000 people like Como did by sticking fucking people with the flu, which was this COVID thing, into nursing homes with the most vulnerable people and giving it to them and they all die off without even seeing their families, he gets to walk away scot-free and go live off his fucking retirement. Do you think that's right? And who came up with these laws? The same people who are fucking committing the crimes. Yeah. I have immunity because although I'm not going to get anything wrong, just in case I do, I get to walk away scot-free. Accountability. They don't have any.
No.
Which is exactly what we've done when it comes to fucking women in our society. No accountability. No matter what, she's a victim. You're a criminal.
Yeah, no matter what.
No matter what. So,
well, Chris, also to your point, if more people had a backbone and stood up at the beginning of this shit, we wouldn't even need the fucking trucker convoy right now.
No, but that's just it. When you've castrated the population, Rev, I've been saying this for fucking years. When you castrate the population, there's no one to fight. No one fights back when they don't have the fucking spine to do it. I had an argument in Rebel News' fucking chat the other day with a person. I don't know if it was a man or a woman. Not going to teach your son that violence is the answer to fucking dictatorships? This is all wasted on you. You're a slave and you like it. Go be a slave.
Yeah.
Go get on your knees, suck your fucking master's cock,
Yeah.
show your son how to do it,
Mhm.
and stay the fuck off of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Successful Endeavor says the dancing nurses on TikToks in empty hospitals pretty much explain the law.
Yeah. Yep. Perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly explained it.
Yeah, nothing better to do. Them nurses just dancing around.
Dancing around on TikTok, but oh, we're so overworked. We're flooded.
There was a
There's
guy
just-
on YouTube, man, and I found him right 2 years ago when this thing started, and he was just amazing. He still has a channel. His channel's still up, and he just amazing guy. His name was Ben Travels, and he called this thing up. Like if you look him up, he called it. He called this whole thing right from the beginning. It's just amazing. He was a Filipino living in California. And then he got so upset by, the COVID thing because he knew the passports was coming. He knew the mask was coming and everything. He fled. He went back to the Philippines. He's under a different YouTube name now. I'm not sure, but his channel's still up there. It's called Ben Travels.
I'll have to check it out. But there's another guy that was like that too. This his name's Big Herc 916. He's got a video series called Fresh Out. He does a lot of prison type videos and where he was locked up in the federal penitentiary at least for like a decade for bank robbery. But anyway, he's reformed, changed his life, and he's got a real positive message. I like his channel. But anyway, at the beginning of this COVID shit, he pointed out he lives in fucking LA, and he's like, if this COVID shit's so bad, why are all these fucking homeless people still alive and standing around and they're getting high and drunk all fucking day and nothing's happening to them, So
we've been saying that since day 2. Where the fuck are all the dead homeless? They've just grown in population around me.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if one of the wrenches can go find a link to these channels that they're talking about, that'd be great. Drop them in the chat because fucking share
I got
what you can.
One video I'm going to link here right now of Ben Travels, like right at the beginning of this thing, right at the beginning of this so-called pandemic. He called it, guys. I'm going to link it right now. Definitely have a watch of this video. It's mind blowing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that once this fucking shit is done, like once we finally get the mandates and shit thrown out, we don't forget who our enemies are.
Yeah.
GoFundMe should have the next fucking protest outside their goddamn building. Carhartt should have the same thing. The exact same thing. YouTube should fucking have 9 of them out there for all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Bob linked it too. Bob found it too. Right on.
Oh, perfect. But yeah. I mean, where does it end? If you wanna sign up with the groups that are essentially trying to oppress the people and castrate them or transgender their children so that they're fucking less masculine, or to make toxic masculinity a thing, if you're still on board with that, you deserve a punishment at the end, and that is your company goes bankrupt. You're done.
Yeah.
This is your fucking end. You picked a side, you dug your grave, now go lie in it type of thing. Don't mean you have to kill anyone, but you have to destroy their company and take away your support.
Yeah.
Right? Excuse me.
Kind of along those lines, I'm not very familiar at all with Canadian politics, and as far as like accountability goes with Justin Trudeau, somewhat related is how did he get elected in the first place? Is it just he's this pretty boy politician that everybody
most women that have voted for him because he was good looking. The other half voted for him because they get benefits from the liberal government.
Yeah, but you kind of got to explain, Chris, how our political system works with the seats, because most seats are in Ontario or in the East. Most of the seats, like in the Parliament.
So the East Coast is very, very fucking liberal because they've been under a welfare state for fucking decades. So think of it as like Detroit, I guess, right?
Oh, okay.
I believe it was Detroit. Like after they pulled out all the manufacturers and vehicle manufacturers, they became a welfare state. The left coast or the East Coast is completely leftist, right? Then you go towards the middle. You get Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. Those are very right-leaning because those are where like most of our crops come from, oil, things like that, right? And then you get to the West Coast, which is where we have like most of our like tree harvesting, so hardwood, softwood, stuff like that. A lot of mining. And if you go really far west down to the island in Vancouver, they're turbo leftists as well. So basically, we're surrounded.
Okay, so it's sounds pretty similar to here in the U.S. Like
very
where
similar.
a small,
Very similar.
Yeah, a small area of the country can sway elections. East
Yes.
Coast and left coast.
Well,
so.
Exactly.
And the thing
a
is,
small area of the country can do that. Yeah.
the thing is, they open our polls here, and then they follow the sun, right? But now they've stopped leaving the polls open until the next day so that the votes can be tallied. So they take their East Coast votes and then shut it off. Well, who the fuck? It'd be like me going and saying, well, only blue states can fucking vote in the U.S.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen? You're going to get liberal fucking votes, right?
Yeah.
We kind of get what we just got.
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah.
this year was the worst because last year at least our votes were tallied. Now it was late on the end, and he actually lost by the numbers, but for some reason still got elected. Right? This year, while we were driving up to fucking cast our vote, the fucking vote was over.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, why the fuck were we here?
They closed the polls early or what?
Yeah, they closed it before BC even was actually open. You know what I mean? Or like just after the polls open, they shut it off.
Yeah. Yeah, we got voter fraud here too.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. You know? And I mean, if now they're looking to bring in what you guys had in the States, where you had, these machines that were fucking possibly tampered with, right?
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I was the last, I don't know, I don't really, I say date loosely, but probably one of the last couple years ago, long ass story. When after I moved here to Arkansas, I was dating this chick. Dating's a really loose word. We were more like fuck buddies, I guess. But I was seeing this chick from Brazil, and she was talking about. She's like, I don't understand why the United States has to. Why can't the United States just use like the online voting booths and all electronic voting basically? And I'm like, I don't think you get it because it's just so much easier to have fraud if it's all digital. I personally believe in. We need fucking paper ballots. You need to show a fucking ID at the when you go to vote. Prove it's you. And I would like to see.
Racist.
Yeah, it is racist, right? But I would like to see though the U.S. or voting day, whatever you want to call it, make it a national holiday, so everybody's fucking off work. You don't got to worry about that shit. But there's definitely, it's just like you said, it's just ripe for corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, that's just it. If they do things like that, right, then they can't have corruption. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't use dead voters. They can't use fake ballots. They can't use manipulated fucking, electronic ballots. Not that I'm saying that happens, Susan.
We're gonna get you shut down, man.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I tell you what. If you see the channel's gone, I'll be on Rumble.
Yeah.
Right on.
I'll be on fucking Rumble. I'll still send out you guys an email. Hey, look, we're on Rumble.
Yeah, I'd love to. Odyssey, man. I've been trying to get my channel linked to there for 2 months already, and I don't know. I guess I better email them and see what's happening. But my God, what a pain.
Yeah, see, I have Rumble app on my phone, and I don't remember my login.
Mm-hmm.
So if I try to do it on my laptop, we're fucked. Might as well start over.
SCE's got a good point, saying about hospitals are racist because they require ID. We can play that card everywhere. I get pulled over by the cops. Hey, that's fucking racist. You asking me for my ID, Mr. Police Officer, so.
Oh, sorry. You're white and you can't be racist against.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My apologies.
Sorry. Now, if you want to go and identify as a transgender, trans race woman, that'll be fine.
Yeah, then it's okay.
Then you're free. You're free to go, sir. Madam.
I'll get a wig, man. I'll get. What do you think would look good on me?
I
Blonde,
think you'll be
blonde.
a beautiful blonde. I was gonna say you'll be a beautiful blonde. You're gonna look fabulous. Fabulous. I got a date for you. Even Bob's available later.
Yeah, I'll even change my channel name. It'll be Reverend Tranny Piece.
Bob's in on a date for it with your Rev.
Yeah, Bob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, love is in the air. Transformers, more than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye, yeah. No shit.
Oh, I've never had that experience, but I know it's happened a lot.
Yeah.
Guys because man, some of them are really good at fucking hiding it.
Oh
like,
man,
dude,
have you ever like met one?
No, I've never met one that I know of.
So
that's just it. There are some so good at it.
I was going with this chick a long time ago that knew one, and it was a woman, transferring to a man, and she didn't have any parts removed yet per se, but she was taking the hormones, and honest to God, man, this chick had a beard, and it was just the creepiest thing to be around.
Yeah, that's fucked, man. That is weird.
Nice enough person and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, dissing the person kind of thing, but just really creepy. Uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
Anybody remember Jerry Springer?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We've all watched Jerry Springer. He had a contest once. He might have done it a couple times, but I remember watching one where he had real models, women models, going up against trans models, and you had to figure out which one was which.
Yeah, it's hard.
Everybody got it wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody. Nobody got it fucking right once.
Yeah.
And it really goes to show that men are so good at things and women are so bad at things that now we have to do their job and become women.
Yeah. We have to do their job and become women, yeah.
Oh, Jerry. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jerry was a fucking nutcase too.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be really good. Like I watched him when I was a teenager, dude, because he had serious conversations, and when he found that niche for fucking, trailer trash, that's all you see. So
yeah, that's another beautiful example of idiocracy that we're living in. But
yeah,
here's one for you, Dak. Though you are not the father.
You're not the father. Billy the Goat.
Yeah.
Billy the Goat says something here. The magic words to win all arguments is "I'm offended."
Yeah. I'm offended. And if they try to fucking continue on with their point, say, "How dare you be so transphobic?"
Yeah, the SE says, "Billy, that's offensive."
Trucker phobic.
Yeah, you're trucker phobic. You're freedom phobic. Well, I mean, dude, like one of my neighbors actually called us the freedom sheep. Like, when the fuck they're even using our own words against us, just because they actually have no argumented points to prove their disagreement. So now they're trying to even throw like, the idea of being a free loving person is it's a crime, or you're brainwashed.
Yeah, well, even in that that brief little clip video I made with Trump supporting Canadian truckers, and I took that snippet. I thought it was hilarious because Trump basically was calling Trudeau a racist.
Yeah.
It's like I don't necessarily like playing those fucking type of games, but we can play those games too. We can use their fucking words against them.
Yeah,
they're the fucking racists.
Yeah, they're the fucking racists. There you go.
Yeah,
here's one. Who hurt me? I don't know. Everybody's attacked me, Bob.
Yeah, SC says something that I didn't know. Did you know Jerry Springer he's not only a lawyer but a former DA? Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was a fucking lawyer.
Oh yeah, and apparently DA, former DA.
I don't remember.
He's not a dumb guy.
No.
Yeah. It might have been Jerry Springer, one of those talk show guys. Used to be the mayor of Cleveland, but I can't remember if it was Jerry Springer or not.
I don't know.
Mayor of Cleveland. Wow. Yeah, no, I mean Jerry Springer is not a dumb guy. The fact that he does the trailers trash shit, you know, in the last few years, I don't even he may still even be on TV. But he did that because it got the views, you know? He went from interviewing like clan members to, you know, kind of see like what put them basically into that mindset. A serious discussion that we could have peacefully which he did, to everyone's fucking trailer trash and everyone's fucking everybody else's cousin.
Like,
yeah, now
I was wrong. He was the mayor of Cincinnati.
No.
Oh, really?
Just look it up.
Who was Springer?
Yeah, Jerry Springer.
Wow.
So I mean, he's done a bunch of different shit.
He's had an exciting life, I think.
Yeah, you'll never see those shows ever again, though. Because
no, we got Kim Kardashian and Desperate Housewives and Real Housewives of fucking The View. Yeah, we got Whoopi.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. Fuck me. Just shoot me and get it over with, guys. Like, seriously, we keep this up, man. We're all gonna fucking end up suicidal pretty quick. That's depressing. I'm trying to stop guys from wanting to kill themselves.
Yeah.
But I gotta be honest with you. Maybe we should all just do it together.
Well, this little pandemic is definitely done a lot back to a lot of good people, big time. Myself included, kind of, like, I'm not poke, so I mean I spend a lot of time at home, I don't go out much anymore at all. So as soon as these stupid things get lifted, I'll definitely be going out. But it's been a pretty tough 2 years,
I don't think.
Absolutely, yeah. Mentally, it's I kind of like I've said this before, but I'm involved with assisting different some homesteaders and people that are into preparedness around here, and I don't know. It's frustrating because it's just been like a 2-year fucking journey of, not with my prepper group, but just everything. It's weighed mentally on me. 2 years of fucking insanity, stupidity, and I really, really hope that we're almost to the end of this bullshit.
Yeah,
and the truckers are helping wake people up, along the way. So.
Yeah. I just want to thank Successful Endeavor for that link.
Yeah.
If it does come down to that, guys, yes, do please contact somebody. I don't really want you to commit suicide, and I don't recommend we do.
No.
But I understand.
The only thing that really got me through, honestly, this 2 years has been you guys and the MGTOW community, really.
There you go. That's what it got me through it before the pandemic.
So that's
definitely been a blessing, and it's great to have the community.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes, and I would have to say that in the last, since I've been watching MGTOW content, which is going on 5 years now, without a doubt, most of the men in this community have probably kept the gun out of their mouths because of what others have been doing here.
Yeah.
Despite the world coming down on them. You know what I mean? For their toxic masculinity ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like Chris, like I texted you earlier in commenting on one of your videos, man. I mean, I appreciate you deciding to start making content, and even if it's a small channel like mine or currently yours, we all, if a guy like you can make a few videos, and one of your videos might be the video that's the video that helps that guy out, that gets him through his bad day or whatever the fuck he's going through in his personal life.
That's all I'm hoping for, Rev. That's it. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it will, but hey, if it gets somebody even interested, because right now I haven't gotten any flags, right? I do see it pop up in the recommended, just in YouTube's list, even though it's doesn't get a lot of views or anything, that's fine and dandy. If even the word gets somebody Googling what the fuck MGTOW is all about, or what the red pill is all about, or we've seen the collapse of the MLAs. Like, they collapsed, right? They were a great organization, and then they fucking just got completely destroyed, right?
You talking about the men's rights guys?
Yes, I mean, right now their viewership is probably lower than mine.
Oh, you're talking like Paul Elam and guys like that?
Well, Paul, there you go. I mean, take Paul Elam and Janice Fiamingo and Tom Golden, right? They do An Ear for Men. And I totally recommend everybody go sub to them, because they've got a lot of subs, but they get very little views. Go watch some of their content, because they are old school MLAs, right? Or MRAs. But they've realized that the MRA community has been completely fucking cowed. They're completely fucking shut down, right? I've seen videos from the Fathers' Rights movement only get 14 views after a year of being up online.
Yeah.
You're telling me that nobody here is a fucking alienated father? Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not I don't consider myself a subject matter expert on the MRA stuff, but from someone who has viewed it from afar, and I know a little bit about it, but again, I don't consider myself an expert. I tend to think, from what I can see, is they kind of just went about it the wrong way. They were trying to work inside the system to change it. When the problem's so fucking big, it just needs to be, the system needs to be fucking torn down and start over.
Yes. We need public hangings in the fucking street. That has to be done. Like, our governments have to be dissolved, because they are the ones that are continuing the ability for these people to push their narratives to castrate our population, to alienate men from children, so that they can brainwash the children, just like they did with the mother with the free handouts. Now, that might be her nature, but at the same time, it's not our nature to be fucking castrated, right? Men are the way they are. We are no different from animals to a certain degree. When you push us into a corner, we fucking fight back with ferocity. We have been castrated so that we now just walk straight into the fucking slaughterhouse. Our kids have been growing up for the last 30, 40 years, fucking being prepared to walk into the slaughterhouse, right? Conform or die. This is Nazi Germany all over again. It's these oppressive places that we know existed in history, and now they're fucking trying to change history. Even Whoopi Goldberg, who probably lived through it, doesn't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah, it's the same old flavor of totalitarianism, or it's the same old thing, just with a different set of clothing.
Yeah, new face, new age, new face, same fucking story. Big old fucking Ouroboros. Snake eating its own tail.
But I'll tell you, man, 30 years ago, when I was probably at my most easily influenced, and I was definitely maybe not a card-carrying member, but I definitely leaned real hard left and Democrat and shit like that. Before I knew what I was even fucking talking about, I was just, a 15, 20-year-old kid who didn't know anything about the fucking world. But I never thought it was going to be this diversity and inclusive political group that ended up being the fucking oppressor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had me fooled.
Yeah, they had me fooled too. Right up until I was fucking like 31.
Yeah.
Right? I was fooled. I mean, like I said, they get us when they're young, or when we're young. It starts in our fucking schools. Now it's super turbo in our schools. We have teachers dragging kids out to vaccinate them against their fucking parents' permission. You know, fucking critical race theory, which basically teaches white kids to hate whites. Because it keeps that fucking propaganda going.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Over the top. And it's, like I said, I mean, if we cannot wake up society right now with what's going on here, if we cannot look at everything else, like if the COVID mandate fucking convoys and protests can't expose everything else as a stepping stool to expose everything else, we are just going to fall back into the same fucking system in 10 years. Might be just easier for them. Because I mean, if anything, these mandates and the fucking propaganda of the pandemic is essentially just a test to see how much of the population we can get on board. And we've had neighbors turn on each other. We haven't seen that since fucking Germany.
Yeah.
We have not seen that since Germany.
Yeah.
And it's happening again.
Neighbors ratting out neighbors.
Yes. Like I said, I have neighbors here that are just dying to turn over us unvaccinated to Justin Trudeau's Gestapo.
Yeah.
And they're fucking like 50. Well, one's probably 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They should have lived through this shit.
You'd think.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, the brainwashing is strong. So it takes, it's, I don't know. I think it's similar to the experience that we went through. That's the difficult part is trying to wake people up, because we each individually kind of got to find it on our own. You know, it's hard to force somebody into changing their views. You know, but just we just got to keep talking, keep spreading the truth, and doing what we have been doing. And
yeah,
the message totally is getting out there. It's just you know, we're not as powerful as far as a platform goes, and a group right now as our message isn't as strong, I guess is what I'm trying to say right now.
No, and you know, this is where and I'm going to say this in the defense of the PUAs, this is where I don't mind them being part of it, because let's say Fresh and Fit, who gets a couple million views, right? They reach a couple million young men.
Yeah.
Some of them wake up and realize that their game strategy is nothing but bullshit. Well, they might have a sour taste of what the red pill is or what MGTOW is, because they do mention it from time to time. You know, they're shills, right?
Mm.
But they might look into somebody else. Let's say the same kid who was following a PUA finds Hammerhand's channel. Now you've got a different perspective, and now you're seeing there's more to this red pill community than meets the eye. You might be able to get out of that. You know what I mean? Now, for every one of those we might lose 5 to fucking like false accusations or child support or suicide, because the shit don't work. Right?
Yep. Well, I'm not a regular viewer of Fresh and Fit. I couldn't tell you what they're currently doing, but I have seen some of their stuff. I know who they are, but I have noticed, you know, just through looking at YouTube recommendations, that they'll have MGTOW guys on their channel from time to time. So that's another, like you said, some people and guys in the chat may not like them or agree with them, but they can help get the message, the broader message spread. And I don't know if these guys have been on there, but I'd love to see like Hammerhand go on with them, or Terrence Pop. That'd be fucking hilarious if we get one of those guys on there with them.
Well, I mean, I got mixed feelings. Like, I used to follow Donovan Sharp. I used to watch Donovan's stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, I also found, you know, Pops and Hammerhand and yourself and fucking everybody else before that, right? But it's not that Donovan has bad input. Just you have to know where to cut it off. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know where the truth of the matter is, like where they put in the truths of things, and then where they are actually just trying to sell you something, right? Or sell you on an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, like with the exposure that came with Fresh and Fit and Donovan and fucking Rollo Tomasi and stuff like that, I know you still watch Rollo Tomasi, right, Rev?
Not really currently. I mean, I occasionally, most of his, I mean, it's going to sound hypocritical, but you know, a lot of his videos are so fucking long. I don't have time to watch all of them, so I pick and choose. But he, you know, and that's not now. I'm on a fucking hour-and-a-half stream, you know. but
I just came on the bitch.
yeah. But he, I don't know. I don't have a problem with Rollo Tomasi, but I like Aaron Clary better a little bit. You know, I like his content more. But
yeah, and I found Aaron Clary as well. Same time I found Pops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they were shilling for him. Now, Aaron Clary, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't given him any fair criticism because I haven't watched enough of his stuff or looked into any of his books to see if it's just a fucking pandering game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do believe he's actually more into it, not just for the money aspect, but the money's nice, but he's also into it for helping guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Rebel Against Defeat, he watches Coach Greg Adams a lot. And I don't watch Coach Greg Adams anymore because when he signed up with Donovan Sharp and Fresh and Fit, you became one of them, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. And I mean that he says the exact same shit, and it's fucking dangerous. He's essentially telling guys, oh, go to the junior college, fucking blah, 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 which is playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded gun.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't watch him anymore.
Or Greg Adams.
Coach Greg Adams.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't mean he doesn't have good content and good points of view in some of his videos. Know where he's trying to sell you bullshit. That's the key, right? I'm sure Rollo Tomasi, although he's a copycat as well, has some good information for people. Know where he's trying to sell you a lie. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, and we're going to have, you know, not everybody that's in the community is going to be coming at you straight, you know, and with the best intent.
Yeah. We're going to have our outliers.
Yeah. But, you know, if somebody's shilling, I mean, for money, again, I don't monetize my stuff, but again, I'm not here for that. So, but some guys are, you know, so.
Yeah. But I mean, there's a difference between Undead Chronic shilling. By the way, guys, go buy a t-shirt from Undead Chronic. now maybe.
No way, go to Hammer Hitters, man.
Or Hammer Hands too. Go buy t-shirts, guys. All the t-shirts.
I want to buy Hammer Hitters t-shirt, man. I was just on their site and I was like all pumped up. I was going to buy 2. No 3X.
Oh, well, you can always buy me one.
Or lose
I'm
weight.
a medium. But yeah, like, okay, that's one thing, right? You want to go to Teesprings and fucking build a t-shirt, go to Teesprings and build a t-shirt. I'm not selling you the secret to picking up hoes and slaying pussy and how to be a real man. Whoa. By the way, that'll be $49,551, you know?
Yeah. I was asked on a chat, well, what is a real man? I said a real man is a man going his own way.
You're a man no matter what. Yeah.
Well, and SCE put in there, PUAs are in the chat, PUAs are grifters, prove me wrong. I can't disagree with that statement. I mean, they're in it for the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
They are. But yeah, there you go. Join the war band. Buy a t-shirt.
There you go. I'm going to go buy one of Chronic's. I think he's got some 3X.
Buy me one too.
Okay. I'll get it.
So then he'll shill for me.
You know, but that's the thing too. And this isn't a criticism of Undead Chronic, but I'm just saying, I mean, some people want to call it PUAs for trying, or Rollo or whoever for trying to get cash. Well, I mean, we got MGTOW guys that are trying to get cash. You know, that was a big criticism of Chris Cantu when he was big on YouTube. He took donations, super chats. Well, I mean, it just is what it is. You know, some guys are here for cash and some aren't. You know, so I don't know. It just seems slightly hypocritical to, you know.
It does. And like I said,
PUAs, but I'm not going to criticize Undead Chronic. You know, so.
No.
I don't know.
If you want to give a donation through PayPal, well, I don't recommend PayPal or fucking GoFundMe or anything like that anymore. Obviously, that's what we started this stream about. If you wanted to give a guy a couple bucks, even for a super chat, okay, I get it.
That's cool.
You know, but that doesn't. Now, I'm not great with keeping up with the chat because I'm not fucking like with it. guys, because I break my electronics and I don't know how to work them, right? So I don't keep up with that. The only time somebody really keeps up with the chat is when One Fast Act is here. That's the only fucking time. But if you want to do that, I get it. But don't. I honestly don't like how they I get it if you're trying to fit a bunch of stories and a bunch of points of view into a short time frame, and you're getting lots of super chats because you want to read those first, like with Pop and Blake's. I think they should go back to actually just going through the chat and reading a few comments from a couple of the guys when it comes to certain things. Not saying they got to read them all, Hammer and One Fast Act are here willing to read them all. Rebel Against Defeat's willing to read them all. That's fine and dandy too. And if you want to take in a few bucks from donations, that's fine. When you start selling those fucking courses, that's where we start getting to a problem. Right?
The liminal order.
Yeah, when you get to the fucking liminal order there at Cuck Murphy, we got a bit of an issue. Especially when, like, Rollo Tomasi and fucking not Coach Greg Adams, but Donovan Sharp, and in some cases Better Bachelor, they don't live these lives. They're selling you a lie. If I don't live that life, why the fuck would I try to tell you and sell you on the lie that I don't live?
Yeah. No, I get that. I also though, on kind of like a side note, just I almost view the money thing in a way almost kind of like how certain guys in the community typically tends to be monks, but not always will dick police other guys, because me or Chris or whoever might still want to go out on a date every once in a while and get laid.
Dude, I like
money
to
thing
fuck.
Is people can spend their fucking money on what they want, just on what they want, so if I want to support Terrence Pop or Undead Chronic, it's my fucking money to spend it on what I want, or if I want to buy PUA shit, what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, it is your money, but at the same time,
buying, I guess, is
knowing what you're buying and realizing that you could be buying into a fucking lie. Right? I won't try to sell you on the perfect idea of welding when I only got a fucking apprentice ticket and don't know how to weld properly myself. You know what I mean? And at the same time, if I told you to start welding without a fucking safety equipment, just go in with your thong on, I'm literally fucking leading you down a road that's going to hurt you. Why would I fucking support that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we know that dating today is dangerous.
Yeah.
Definitely. And don't misunderstand me. I mean, I do appreciate guys like SCE and other guys in the chat pointing out the issues, you know what I mean? And at least there's nothing wrong with warning people in the community about some of the people that we're dealing with,
I was just about to read that.
Hey, Billy,
oh, yeah.
Can I get 3? For a friend.
Billy, can you put a link in the chat?
Yeah. Well, some of them little girls are selling their farts in a jar.
Yeah, farts in a jar. Made 50 fucking K in a goddamn week.
With a rose petal in it.
Yeah, well, and what you just said there brings up a great point. There are foolish people out there, and there's that old phrase, what a fool and his money are soon separated.
Separated, yeah.
Well, I mean, look at these. Yeah, you hit another nail on the head with how we've conditioned society to be essentially. We're not only in competition for mates anymore. We are now in financial enslavement style fucking mate hunting, with fucking trad thoughts. Trad thoughts are just as dangerous as PUAs when they're fucking trying to sell you shit. Sell you their attention. I mean, a guy paid 10 grand for a hug from some fucking Instagram thought.
Wow.
And she went on vacation with her boyfriend. And
damn.
Yeah, it's like, dude, give me the 10 grand and I'll go fucking, get my kids back or fucking, help some other guys out. What are you doing?
Well, that's another.
Get a hooker.
Yeah. That's another great point too. And it made me think of, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save everybody. There's just going to
No.
be some fucking idiots out there that waste their money. And, the best we can do is still try to point out the truth to men. And some guys are still going to go down that path. They're still they're going to touch the fucking stove. They're not going to believe us when we say the stove's fucking hot. They're still going to touch it. And, we're just not going to be able to save everybody.
No, and unfortunately, they have to learn a hard lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people have to learn the hard way. I've had to learn lessons the hard way. It took fucking spending like $8,000 on fucking DWI bullshit for me to say, you know what, I probably should quit fucking drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at least on that, you were making the decision yourself consciously. You were the only one involved in that. When we're talking fucking false allegations, yeah, but when we're talking false allegations and fucking baby traps, that's a different story. That's someone setting you up and they're using your nature against you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, Howard would come in and start arguing our nature with me, because I would have to say that after last night's stream with him, I guess that inside personally, I'm a little bit more angry than I should be. And, just trying to explain to me, like, there's no point in getting angry. And I agree. It's just still there. You know what I mean? It's trying to deal with the trauma of what I've been through and trying to suppress my anger issues, right?
Well, the red pill rage lasts a long time.
And it can come back.
It comes back. I still get bouts of it. Definitely. 100%.
Oh, there you go. At least I don't feel so alone now, Dak.
No, 100%. You're right. Oh, no, I still get bouts of it. Yeah. When I see something or, that's stupid or, one thing that happened to me that set me off. Once I went into the pharmacy to get my medications and the pharmacist looked at me and said, "Do you want to donate to women's mental health?"
Oh, I remember that.
What'd you tell him?
Well, you know what I said? Honestly, I did a video on it, actually. I asked her to get me a piece of paper and a pen, and she got suspicious. And I said, "Just get me a piece of paper and a pen." She put a piece of paper and pen in front of me. I wrote down MGTOW, and I gave it back to her. I said, "Look this up when you get home."
Beautiful. That's what you should donate too. Actually, we should start handing out flyers.
Yeah. And I've been to that pharmacy a few times since, and I haven't seen her.
I mean, that's another way to get the message out. Like you said, you could kind of get back to some covert or underground type activity stuff. Print up a bunch of fucking stickers, start placing them, in public places. Things like that.
Yeah, I got the MGTOW stickers coming from MGTOW Smurf.
Yeah.
He's in Texas, so by the time it gets up here to Alberta, it's probably about 3 weeks. I know he keeps asking me, "Did you get him yet? Did you get him?" So.
So you actually got some coming?
Yeah. So I'm gonna see. I'll do a video when I get the stickers. I'll do a video on them, and then I'll see if I can get a bunch more made up, and return the favor like MGTOW Smurf did, and send them out to some of you guys if you want some and stuff.
Dude, right on.
Fuck. Yeah, I want 100.
These
motherfuckers are going everywhere.
Oh, Bob got his stickers.
Oh, they did nice.
Yeah, that MGTOW Smurf also sent Bob stickers. I'm curious to see what those stickers look like.
Bob, are you available to jump on and show us?
Yeah, show us the stickers. I don't know if Bob's home now or yet, but yeah.
Like
Bob's at the bar. He's always home.
Sorry, go ahead, Rev.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like SCE put in the chat, public restrooms. Yeah. I actually have seen that. It had me cracking up, but I was in the. I didn't do this, but I was basically taking a shit in the airport at one of the airport restrooms in Atlanta, and it was kind of a fucked up morning because me and my buddy had been partying all night, and we stayed up to like 2:33 in the morning, and I had the fucking beer shits, and I'm fucking in the airport bathroom. Yeah. It was just a bad experience. But I look up when I'm getting ready to leave the stall, and somebody in a fucking like a permanent marker, a Sharpie, had wrote MGTOW.com on the back of the door. So
wow, cool. Wow.
That was pretty cool.
We have to combine it with something and then glue it onto doors, like like father's rights movement type of thing, and divorce court related, and parental alienation, and then fucking big letters MGTOW on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I think that
that
could
on
be
every stall.
Yeah, an effective campaign.
Yeah, but that's just it. I mean, even like, I kind of agree with what Hammerhand's saying, that we don't recruit. We just pull out a chair for when somebody shows up. And I like that. At the same time, there's a lot of men out there fucking suffering that don't know a goddamn thing about it. They don't know there's a group out here. I was fortunate. You guys might have been fortunate. We found it, right? But there's no guarantee. And here is Mr. Posket Bob.
Guys, here's the stickers.
Let's see.
Oh,
no
tiny.
way. Awesome.
Can
Yeah,
I get something bigger?
That's awesome.
That's all. That's what he sent me, and then from Loyal 9, that's the guy that was on with Pop and Blake. He sent me a bunch of Joe Biden "I did that" stickers, and I've been putting them on gas pumps.
Yeah. Right on.
Nice, buddy.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, fucking some guys are living through our nightmares right now, and fucking they don't know anything about us. They don't know there's a support group out here that essentially flies under the mainstream radar just because we're shunned, because we look after guys. We look after the fact that guys, dads belong with their children. That's not a mainstream narrative we can push.
Nope.
So
good point. And of course, then there's still the misinformation spread about us. We're racist, misogynist, all that other bullshit.
I am misogynist. I am. And that's the way nature intended it to fucking be. I don't beat women. I don't fucking belittle them if I don't have to. If they do stupid shit, I call it out. If they don't do stupid shit, I don't call it out. I don't believe in fucking abusing people just for the shits and giggles of it, or because of what's swinging between their legs. So if that's what misogyny is, I am all about it. Sorry, I'm a misogynist.
Yeah. Well, I just got a comment on my last video about that chick that said she didn't care about anything. Says, y'all need to get a life.
Oh.
Ooh.
Get a life, huh?
Yeah.
We're trying to reclaim lives. That's what we're doing. We're trying to reclaim lives. Thank you.
I'm finally starting to get the comments from the feminists and shit now, so it's getting real interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I personally love detractors because I know they ain't got nothing to back up their fucking claims with. And yeah, like there's a reason why I like Facebook so much, is because I enjoy the fucking fights. Especially ones I know I'm gonna win.
Hey, Vic, how many subs are you up to now?
Who's he talking?
Subs are you up to now?
Me?
Yeah.
4,250.
I think Rebel just or Red posted.
Yeah, he just did 5,000.
Yeah, he just hit 5,000. Huh?
Yeah.
That's usually about the time you start to get the feminist comments.
Oh yeah.
Good. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Tell you what, send your detractors to me and I'll fucking debate it with them.
Oh no, they just
No
get
problem.
destroyed in my comments because all you guys come in there and they just get destroyed. They end up deleting their comment after a while because it goes on like 100 comments, right? It goes on and on and on and on, and they just end up deleting it after a while.
That's exactly what happens when you go up against someone who's feeling based, personal opinion based with facts. Cold hard facts. When they run out of fucking things to say and fucking trigger words to use, they go with personal insults, and then they fucking leave because they know they ain't got nothing.
Yeah, they leave. Yeah.
I welcome them all. I have one friend on Facebook, and we literally argued about fucking everything. And everything I pointed out to her once, she literally did by the book. She tried to pull in white knights and shit on her one argument, and I told her there's no point. I'm going to destroy him too. and he's just going to be embarrassed, and then he's going to look for you to fucking step in, and you're going to be gone. Wasn't fucking 8 comments later? That's exactly what was happening.
Yeah. I don't engage many of them. I just say, thanks for your view. It helps the channel.
Oh, that's got to piss them off.
Well, yeah, I don't want to engage with them, a lot of the times, because it's just, it's going to go on and on and on. So I just say, you know what, thank them for their view and send them on their way.
Yeah, see, I mean, I still like it because, I jerk off to it later.
Yeah.
I'm a misogynist.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody hurt me successful. Everybody.
Everybody hurt me.
I'm a victim. Yeah. But yeah, I just personally, smile and jerk off to it angrily later.
Yeah.
For your OnlyFans channel?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I maybe I should just start uploading there.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I mean, I get money from subs, and they're not going to cancel me. It's just because I'm not showing any tits and ass. I mean, I'm not going to get any subs. I might get the desperate fucking Bob here, who's like, "Take it off, baby."
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you got feet pics, maybe.
Huh?
If you got feet pics, maybe.
If I got toothpicks?
Feet pics.
Oh, feet pics? Oh, I could download some.
I got a video coming up on women selling their feet pics.
Yeah, no, we definitely won't be having a fucking repeat of what's his pickle? Oh God,
Jack
Murphy. Yeah, we don't be. There's not gonna be any of that around here, guys.
No.
Not gonna be any of that.
So hey, Bob, what did you and Cowboy do last night?
Oh, we cut a little video afterwards.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we were just boozing it up last night.
Right on.
Having a good old time. You know what? The live stream last night was fun. With Howard too.
Yeah.
Howard's great, man. Like he's got a level-headed, and he's got a lot of fire in him.
Yeah.
To be, like, a lot of guys are getting tired of repeating the same fucking message, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that. Like even Garuda Ghost has mentioned, he's wants to get out of essentially like the red pill phase and get into the more advanced stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Howard's kind of got that borderline crossing, and he still goes at it like full fucking energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I said, man, his videos are fucking like spot on. I don't agree with everything, but most of it is fucking gold, right? Just gold.
Yeah.
And
I wonder what happened to him, eh? I always want to ask him what he went to the clink for, but I thought I better not.
I think it was some fraud stuff.
Was it? I don't know.
Because he was saying something about a sponsor he had or something.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know, but he also says he might be going back. So
so
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
They sponsor everybody but me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
this message is not brought to you by Pfizer.
Yeah, no, I mean, Dak, I'm curious about that too. But again, it's kind of his personal business. So maybe he'll talk about it if he wants to, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask. Right? So.
You know what? If it's ongoing, it's probably legal issues. So he can't really talk about it.
No, I won't ask either. But I was just curious, kind of thing. But I think I did hear somewhere it was something to do with fraud or something like that.
Well, I don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm just curious, guy. Because I've been to jail too, and everybody knows why I've been to jail. False accusations.
Oh, I thought it was importing sex slaves, but I was wrong.
Yeah. No, that was previous. That was my previous charge.
No, I was gonna say that's a very lucrative fucking thing to get into.
I guess apparently. But yeah, so false accusations, that'll get you every time.
Yeah, and I mean, we're seeing it literally live right now, mainstream live, false accusations of fucking
exactly
of terrorists. And like we're literally seeing this live worldwide.
Fake news.
And how the fuck are we not going to places like the CBC and tearing the bitch down brick by brick? Like, hey, we're done with your bullshit. Go home. Building's ours. We're taking it down.
Mhm.
You know, it's
insane. But
it's upsetting.
You know what? Besides besides the whole GoFundMe thing, what's going on with the truckers today? Because they've been there a week now, right?
Yeah, same thing. They're just sitting there, and every top of the hour and bottom of the hour, they honk their horns, and then of course the horns stop at 10, and they're running around with flags, and just the same thing. It hasn't stalled out really at all.
Oh, except they're being run over.
Yeah, but it's still going strong, Bob. It's still going pretty strong, even though they're trying to black the media out and everything and not show us anything. There's so many guys on YouTube that are doing lives right now.
What did they say? The farmers joined too now?
Yeah, the farmers joined. They brought a bunch of tractors and stuff, and then a
bunch of horsemen showed up fucking today.
And earlier, some horseback riders came, and so
not some, dozens. Like I think they said it was like 21 or 1,200 or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, like a lot of them, dude. The fucking road and field was just full of people on horseback.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it looked like a goddamn Mongolian horde.
It was just a small group of deplorables. Nothing.
Oh yeah, terrorists.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Crazy. But hey, I'm gonna jump off. But Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate you inviting me on and having me on the stream. And Dak, good talking with you.
Yeah, you too, man. As always.
Anytime, brother.
Good talking to you too.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep listening. I just I got a few chores to do here and gonna call it a night. But appreciate it again. I will be in touch. So.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Sure.
Later.
And then there were three. Yeah. Well, no, like I said, pointing out the facts that the fucking, another. Well, we knew GoFundMe was going to go there. We were a bit surprised when the Carhartt thing happened, but it is what it is. GoFundMe now has shown their true colors, so we're done with them. If you guys are looking to donate, or if you have, through GoFundMe, don't use them. But if you have donated, go get your fucking money back.
Yeah, definitely.
Threaten to sue them if you have to. Whatever. But do look for their other sites where they are taking donations. I know the one church is taking it up for them, and they took in like over $1 million in a day, which was fantastic. So just saying, and try not to fall for the fakers out there, because they are catching a couple of scams. And yes, successful endeavor, you are exactly right. When you go woke, you go broke. But
yeah, well said.
They should dismantle them all. The next protest, once we're done with the fucking vaccine shit and COVID nonsense, they should be next on the list if they're still operational. Carhartt should be there with them. Disney should be the next one. All of these places. And we might get some results.
Yeah, possibly.
Look at what happened to Gillette. I bet they're regretting it.
Oh, what was it they lost?
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so goddamn much money.
It was like $8 billion or something.
It was immediate too, like fucking immediately. Within like 3 months, it was gone.
What did they do again?
They were the one fucking talking about toxic masculinity on their one commercial.
Okay.
With the razor blades.
Yeah.
Dak, do you remember that?
No. Yeah, I do now. Yes.
Yeah. What do we do with those people? We list them with the traitors. And these are people that, this is a company that's been around since fucking World War II.
World War I.
Or World War I. Their razors were part of the fucking MRE kits and shit.
Yeah.
You see what time and corruption has fucking done? And we've allowed this shit to happen.
Yeah.
Like I say, in our last stream the other night, we know who's to fucking blame. They know that they're to blame, and they should just accept the punishments that are coming down the line. The fact that most of our society is fucking castrated is their fault.
Yeah.
The fact that our kids fucking can't even tell what gender they are, and you're not allowed to tell them what gender they are because you'll go to jail. That's their fault. The fact that companies can fucking completely discard the facts and the truth and push a fucking lie about peaceful protesters trying to fight for freedom being fucking terrorists.
Yeah.
That's their fault. That is all their fault. They have earned the fucking trophy for blame. But we need to move forward.
Yeah.
I don't disagree that fucking we can get this back under control, but this better wake up everything else as well. We have seen live play-by-play of media lying. That's out in the open. That's on YouTube right now. If that doesn't get you looking backwards to see what else they've lied about and actually fucking looking into the details, and eventually it doesn't come to, the rights of men and fathers being completely fucking obliterated and discarded, nothing will get us back here. And you may as well go find your little place in the fucking wilderness to build your little homestead, go out to the city, club a couple broads over the head and bring them back as forest brides, and live out the rest of your life there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. There's your answers.
Yeah.
Or we can kick up a big old civil war, which I'm also good for. But I got problems, so don't take my advice all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's going down now, so we'll see what happens.
We will. We will see what happens.
We will. All right, guys. It's been 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and have some dinner and watch YouTube tonight.
Yeah. All right.
So thanks for having me, Chris. And
thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate it.
Definitely. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you soon.
You bet. I appreciate all you guys being here.
All right. Take care, guys.
Appreciate all you guys popping in for this quick, short-term midday stream that still managed to go on for 2 hours. I didn't think
you started it at the right time. It was like right when I got off of work.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. No, I like it later in the evening because I figure, I'm not busy then. Everybody else must be at home or at least at the bar where you live.
Chris, are you on a Pacific time or Mountain time with Dax? Dax is Mountain, right?
Yeah, I think. No, he's on Central. I'm on Pacific Standard.
I think he's on Mountain. I think he said.
I don't think so.
Either way,
he's only in Edmonton. But yeah, there's only an hour difference between him and me. Right? Okay. He's an hour ahead.
Yeah, and there'd be an hour.
Oh, he is Mountain. Okay.
Yeah, and then there'd be an hour difference between him and I too.
Yeah. Well, it's not like, Reverend 20 Piece. He's all the way over on the fucking East Coast, I guess. Where did he say he was?
So it's like almost 8 o'clock for him then?
Fuck, probably damn near, yeah. Well, his 3 o'clock is my noon.
Yeah, right. You know what, Chris? Needless to say, I was a half hour late to work this morning.
Oh, well, I figured everybody'd be still drunk. At the very best, sleeping it off or just kind of like trying to deal with their hangover. But I was glad you guys showed up. I mean, I was surprised to actually get this many people in and to go on for 2 hours because, like I said, normally I when I came in, I thought I was going to do this for like fucking 5 minutes, shoot my fucking rant out there and curse a few times and call it a day. But here we are.
You make it sound pleasant, though.
I make everything pleasant.
It's that calm voice of yours.
Is it calming?
Will
you pay $5.99 on OnlyFans for it?
Yeah, but I think people will pay you to shut up.
What's that?
was like, I was joking with Blake. It said Blake has his own OnlyFans channel, and he keeps sending you dick pics, and you got to pay him to stop.
Yeah, well, I get sick and tired of my couple buddies sending me fucking TikTok videos. Like that's all they do for days and days and days, all hours of the night. Fucking 7 a.m. and 2 in the morning is not uncommon to get fucking TikTok videos from them. They never say a fucking word. So I just told him, look, dude, you send me another fucking TikTok and I'm going to start sending you gay porn. Sure enough, next day I was sending them gay porn because first thing in the morning I got TikToks. And I told him I'm going to send you 8 every day. And I started sending them 8 every day.
You know what, Chris?
You know
what I hate? My friends do big group texts. I fucking can't stand those. It's like, and half of the people don't even say anything. And next thing you know, your notifications are going off for like 10 minutes straight, and it's just people liking what somebody else said. Can't stand that.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I mean, I'm in a group right now with my brothers and a couple of my sisters, so when they get to it, I don't even know who the fuck is who because I don't have their new numbers programmed in my phone or anything. So it's like, who's this?
Yeah.
And it just goes off all the time.
You know what? I'm on Discord with Shinobi Wan, and those fuckers just go off all the time. I had to turn off their notifications.
Yeah. Well, I was told Shinobi's channel can get pretty exciting. So I go over there a bit once in a while. I usually hang out with Billy the Goat and the Manly Load, though, if I'm on Discord.
They just go off constantly. And because he's on that weird New Zealand time, they're like a day ahead or whatever the fuck it is. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, you just start hearing those notifications go off. I'm like, all right, I got to turn this shit off.
Oh, hey, I forgot to tell you guys. Update for Facebook. If you put in the word hunk, you'll get your fucking your message or post fucking deleted or censored. So that's some fun news. Just honk. Just put in the word honk and you'll get it fucking censored. So I misspell it on purpose.
I'm gonna go do that after I get off of here and start watching some anime porn.
Sweet. Are you going into tentacle?
Hentai?
Yeah, hentai. Maybe. Ooh.
Nah, I just like saying anime porn because nobody ever says that.
Perfect. Perfect. Like I said, man, I'd like to get more guys on board with doing collabs and stuff and doing open chats. It's just unfortunate that some people are just we're all in different time zones and some of us are just too fucking busy.
Well, you know what, Chris, you're actually doing the live stream. There's a bunch of people who are live now, so that's why we're so low. Even last night we were low because Yeetus was doing a stream with Sandman and TFM.
Yeah, I wouldn't have come and watched me. If I knew that was going on, I wouldn't have fucking come and watched me. You guys are crazy.
Well, somebody's got to rent your channel.
I suppose. Remember, sign up for my OnlyFans. No exclusive content. Same shit.
You know what, Chris? Last night, when you pin that StreamYard's link and just allow people to pop in back and forth, like I was doing last night, that works really well too.
Well, I mean, I'm not much of a reader, and I can't seem to keep track of the chats while I'm actually live streaming here. Dax is better with that. So, I mean, I'd rather you just pop in and say your piece, if you got a minute or so and pop back out or, join the whole thing. It's just we can't have too many in here because we start over talking each other. Sort of like what we did to MGTOW Cowboy, which was hilarious. I mean,
that was fun as fuck. No, he
seemed pretty good with it.
Yeah, he was fine with it. He thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, and that young guy that he had on, I mean, he had an interesting story, and I was serious when I was, like, wanting to be, if possible, offer him a solution or at least discuss some solutions with him or see what his problems is. Because a young man at that age shouldn't have these problems. Now, I can understand if it's a medical thing, but if his is based on, his lifestyle or, the way he was raised essentially, or where he's living, I mean, there has to be better solutions than a 28-year-old taking testosterone fucking replacement therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I once we got the initial shenanigans out of the way, we had a good chat with him actually.
No, that's good. I mean, I think I left before that was over. My ears were killing me from these headphones, like they are right now, but I just keep moving them around a bit. But yeah, like I'm just glad somebody showed up, and I don't do standalone well, so I try to get at least one of the guys to come in. Grew to Ghost has been awesome popping in. One Fast Act has popped in a few times. If you guys want to pop in, like, I'm always open to have another person, and I like that. I prefer to actually discuss things with you and not do standalone shit, right?
Yeah,
I save that for the car.
I like how Howard just pops in.
Yeah, and I mean, Howard is like I said, man, he's a fucking gold mine. You know what I mean? This guy's had 1,000 fucking videos out, and he's still got that high energy to go with it, and he's bringing a different outlook to it, and it's not to sound all fanboy on him, but I mean, he's got great content that's all been removed, and he's starting all over. I like his idea about re-uploading everything because he has it saved, right?
Yeah,
And he
I was
brings in a
listening.
different aspect.
I was listening to his videos earlier today. In fact, we were talking about the Atlas Shrugged and John Galt last night.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually looked up the John Galt speech, and you know how long the fucking speech is? It's
Yeah, it's
over 3
fucking 4
hours.
hours.
No, it's
Yeah,
over 3 hours. Yeah.
I got the book. I got the audio book, and I was like, "Holy fuck, this speech part's 3 goddamn hours plus?" What?
Yeah,
But it was
I got
gold, man. Like
I got through about an
that.
hour of
Sorry.
it before I got some different notifications and popped onto something else.
Yeah, well, I mean, I started the introduction to the book when I went to kind of like lie down. I just played the audiobook. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to the speech chapter. I did, and then now I've started the book over. But yeah, like that speech part that Howard put out and the way he did it, it was still quick, you know, so it kept our short attention spans, and I think he did a better job than the narrator. I really do.
You know what? Some of the videos I searched, there's a condensed version that's down to like under 5 minutes. That's fucking excellent too.
Yeah, if you got it, man, fucking drop a link for it. Because like I said, it was fucking mind-blowing, how we've lost these old books that really literally laid out a path of how we have gotten and where we are in today's society, and they're fucking 40 years old. You know, it's exactly like how 1984 was written, right? I mean, it did a prediction in the future of a democratic fucking dictatorship running a world or a country, and it almost is done play by play
Yeah,
as to maybe not
there,
where we are, but where we're going. You can see we're going there.
yeah. I dropped the
And
link in the chat.
perfect. Yeah, I would definitely watch that after.
Yeah,
But I
I
saw
was
Sir
actually thinking
Edith
about
just came on.
what'd you say?
Sir Edith just came on.
Yeah, I think
So I imagine it.
I think MGTOW Values is going to be on too in a little bit.
MGTOW Values. I don't know if I follow him.
You should follow him. He's a good channel. He does a good live stream too.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can drop the link.
Drop him a link, man.
Where's the notifications?
We could always swarm Yeetus, but he's not quite on yet.
I think the two of us aren't really going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah, no, not really.
Not
But
on
he
his
just
stream
got his
anyway.
PayPal up. He's just got his PayPal up. He doesn't have the StreamYards link yet. But yeah, no, we'll leave him be. But anyway.
Yeah, there it is. I dropped
like
the
I
link.
said.
I dropped the link for values too. So if you want to jump on that afterwards.
Perfect. I just need it to show up here. Oh, he's going live in 9 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me sub to him, get notifications and whatnot. And yeah, I'll probably shut this down here pretty quick and let you guys go to the other guys. Like I said, I only expected this to be kind of like a quick thing where I just went off on my rant, cursing fucking GoFundMe and those traitorous bastards that, work there for what they've done to us, and what they've done to these people that are not only donating, but the ones that are, set up this fucking thing so that they could take a percentage,
Yeah, I mean they
Like
basically
hurts
just
me.
robbed $10 million.
Yeah. And they would have kept it. They would have tried to, even if right now, until I see fucking proof that they've given the money back, right? I won't believe that they've given the money back. Show me the fucking records. I better yet go get a goddamn person that donated to you, or 5 of them, bring their fucking testimony that they've gotten their money back. Then I'll consider believing it. But right now, that's just sitting in their fucking pockets. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's where they want to put it, and that's where they're going to try to put it.
Yeah. I don't believe they gave the money back.
Well, I mean, especially like there was a lot of donations that were under $15, right? Lots of them. And if it costs you,
What's their what did they take?
they take, I don't know if they take a percentage at the end, like when they do payout, but you can also donate to them as well.
I know PayPal takes like 2% or something of it.
Yeah, well, they take a cut. There's no doubt about it. They take a cut.
Yeah, I mean, on $10 million, 2% is 200 grand.
Yeah. And they're trying to keep the rest. And we know they've done this before. And like I said, if they set it up so yes, you can get your refund, but you have to pay $15 for the fucking application and processing fee, right? That still goes to them. So if you've only donated 10, they're still making 5 more.
Yeah, right. I mean, well, that's the service they provide,
Yeah, okay, that would be fine if they provided a service. But they didn't. They just took people's money and fucking lied to people. And then said, we're not going to give it to you. Yeah, for political fucking clout. This isn't your choice. If you donated $5 to me to say give to fucking Riggs Jr. because we took in some money to fucking give to Riggs Jr., right? Like I want it to do at the every month. If I took that money and said, well, I don't think Riggs Jr. needs it now, so I'm just going to hang on to it. Is that fair to you?
Riggs Jr. doesn't like brown people, so I'm keeping his money.
Well, fuck you. Give me his money. Give me your money. Shell for me. Pay me. It's fucking nonsense. That's fucking fraud right there.
Yeah,
that is fraud. Not only that, but there are laws against charities. There are laws there to protect charities and the people that donate to them so that they don't embezzle the money, right?
Yeah.
Defrauding a charitable organization. Well, what about when the charitable organization is the fraud?
Yeah, it's right? Like in capitalist America, the bank robs you.
Yeah. Where's the laws to protect the people that did the donating?
Yeah, right. I mean, and two, those donations are write-offs for those people. So like the donations I give the Pop has the secondcitizen.org. So he's actually got a 5C103. So I use those donations to write off on my taxes.
Oh, there you go. But at the same time, people were fucking giving to these people and they were stealing it. That's like UNICEF and stuff. Remember UNICEF and fucking what was the other one? The Children's Foundation or some shit like that. There was a bunch of them like back in the early 90s and early 80s.
I remember UNICEF, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, the Red Cross, you know, the Red Cross people, right?
Yeah,
They take in fucking billions and they give out millions. And you know what their fucking reasoning is? They keep money in their bank account and don't actually use it to help anyone, so that when the next crisis happens, they can have money. I call bullshit. They're all fucking frauds. Non-profit organizations are some of the richest fucking people out there.
Yeah, what's it called? The Breast Cancer Society, whatever the fuck they are. Out of every dollar, like a penny goes to research the actual cure. The rest goes in their CEO's pocket.
Yeah, and the UNICEF and fucking, you know, Hands Across the World or fucking all these other big fucking ones that used to have these TV ads and shit, you know, they've done the same thing. They embezzle their own fucking donations. So when you give to them every year, you know, and they have volunteers to go out and collect the money, they don't pay anyone like that. They just collect all the fucking money. And then they use like a small percentage to actually go towards the actual, you know, reason we donated it. You don't see them in fucking jail. Why not?
And you won't.
Why isn't?
We should
you'll see them driving fucking Ferraris.
Yeah, and what's BLM buy large mansions?
Yeah, buy large mansions. Yeah, there you go. And you know, CBC brought this shit up. Where did the fucking donations go? Where's it going? How is it being allocated out? How do we know it's not going to support these radical terrorist groups for weapons and shit? This is what was being said yesterday on CBC News, right? About the Truckers Foundation. And today fucking GoFundMe closes their accounts and fucking, you know, says they're going to give back all the money. Really? Are you fucking serious? You bought that propaganda?
Yeah. The media had nothing to do with it, right?
No, totally. And you know what? Yeah. The trucker convoy was going to use that 10 million to buy some missiles, and you know, we were going to get some fucking fighter jets, right? They were going to crown me emperor. Totally. Why not? Why not say that?
We're going to buy some war chickens off of Shinobi
Yeah,
One.
why not? Shinobi One was going to supply us with some war chickens from fucking New Zealand, right? I mean, why not go that fucking far? You've already fucking said that this is what they'll do. They're the next fucking ISIS, which was government funded, by the way.
Yeah, right.
And supplied, right? But yeah, you have literally labeled these people. You've put out propaganda to label these people as the next fucking ISIS.
Chris, you know, those Toyota trucks had to come from somewhere.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, I mean, if I could get a hold of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, you know, I would totally have them get the CIA to smuggle us in some fucking RPGs and shit, so that we can do a fucking really good revolution here. And when I'm crowned emperor, you know, I'll supply you guys with some resources and shit.
Oh, Chris, are you reading the chats?
Am I reading the chats? No, why?
Riggs just put, please don't strap me to a front of a rig naked. And then Chrome Door wants to get some chocobos.
Some chocobos?
Yeah.
Nice.
Final Fantasy fan, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah, no, that's totally what we were doing. CBC is on to them. They're on to us.
Oh, you should call into one of their shows and just just start a stupid ass rumor like that.
No, why not? I mean, they can do that themselves, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple days somebody finds this and be like, oh, we can clip this out. Look, they were going to crown somebody emperor. He said it on a live stream. Who is he?
They're importing chickens from New Zealand.
Yes, some kind of war chicken. It must be code for a new weapon. New weapons. Terrorists.
Oh,
These truckers and their supporters, they're starting fucking militia groups and you know, they're buying weapons from the US. Fuck. If I had the opportunity right now, I'd walk over to fucking Putin's desk and be like, "Hey man, want to back homie up?" Because I'd honestly sell myself out to that fucking guy before I'd continue on with this liberal.
You got some spare AK-47s?
Yeah. Can I borrow a couple tanks and some choppers? And you know, I got a little issue to deal with. But yeah, I seriously,
my country's been invaded by communists.
yeah. You mind if can I get some communist help? Hey, Eric Zombro.
Well, Russia's not
Oh,
communist
man.
anymore, so
No. They've never been communists. I'd rather deal with that. At least they're fucking honest about it. You know, to a point. They're honest about it. Here we have communism and they're lying still. And it's working.
no,
People believe the
not.
lie.
It's not communism, Chris. It's socialism. Okay, socialism.
Oh, sorry. Marxism, which is, you know, an offshoot. Pardon me.
Which is just communism by any other name.
Yeah, communism by any other name, but yeah, either way.
Oh, that's just awful, Riggs.
If there is a government superpower listening, yes, I am willing to accept your aid to take out this liberal government and free my people.
That's gross. Chris, Riggs just posted Ty Amy Horton naked to a rig, and the Starburst munging smell will make them run. That's just awful. Some people will probably try to eat Riggs.
Did we sign the fucking what is it, the Kyoto Accords, where we weren't allowed to use biological weapons? Because I mean, technically, isn't her snatch a biological weapon?
Yes, I believe it is.
Like warts and shit.
In general warts, she's got, yeah.
Yeah, well, biological weapons, even the STD style, is illegal, I think, here. But I'll check into that. Doesn't matter, because once I'm in power, I'll change the law anyway. Oh, it's craziness. It's craziness.
All right, Chris.
No,
I'm gonna jet, man.
Yeah, all right, brother. Well, I'm probably gonna do the same here, guys. Appreciate you sticking around for 2 hours and 32 fucking minutes. You're crazy.
I might be at the bar later, so I might pop in a live stream if I find one.
Yeah, well, if there's not one up that interests me, you know, maybe I can convince some of the guys to come back later. But,
all right, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Chris.
I'll probably be around. You too, brother.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. All right, guys. As I said, 2.5 hours in, crazy people are still here. Yeah, if there's nothing going on tonight, maybe we'll do another one. But I want to thank everybody for being here. And if you do view this, and you are a leader of like Russia, I will take that aid. Just let's keep it on the down low. But yeah, fuck GoFundMe. Fuck them to the moon. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And I am